about that. The battery died. The batteries don't hold charge very good, but I guess that's how it is. I hate it. I hate batteries and the stupid camera. I hate that everything's made, lots of stuff is made in China, and all the effort we have to do to get stuff that's not. I'm not made in China, so I know that. So, I'm just saying. There's more stuff should be made here. People should be free. People should be free to trade and everything like that. Trading and something that works out. That Charmella had a good thing that she wrote about with the monetary system and how we should some ideas. She made a rap about that. So I guess I'll have her read that, then we'll get back to what we were talking about. Okay, this one was called Breaking the Monetary Mindset. The monetary mindset makes the masses blind. Money is a tool that the controllers use to bind. In school they don't value what's homemade and creative because they don't want us to be self-sufficient like the natives, the ones that they slaughtered so they could steal this land. I'm ashamed of the flag and for that which it stands. I'm sick of all the genocide that keeps getting denied. In school they teach nothing but historical lies. Kids are taught to worship money. Why can't we just trade? Maybe something homegrown for something handmade. Or distribution to all of equal credits to spend instead of this currency of corruption that never seems to end. Not something that funds the people. Not government, religion, and war is the heaven on earth that we're fighting for. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to start reading what I was going to start out. I got cut off because the battery died. But here goes. 1980s time period. There's a book called Michelle Remembers, based on trauma-based mind control after the CIA rolled out trauma-based mind control in the 1950s. The CIA at that time created various projects to have ritual sexual abuse and mind control, MK Ultra, Montauk. Orphan children taken from Montauk experiments of ritual abuse. Stuart Swerdlow, rescued from mind control ritual CIA projects, speaks about two experiences. DNA of children important in test results. Underground bases. Anton LaVey used underground bases for child ritual sacrifice. One base at Poseidon in San Francisco. Information comes out that there are cover-ups. Franklin cover-up well-known. Paul Bonacci, survivor. Ted Gunderson, FBI agent. Ted Gunderson went on to Geraldo, the TV show. Michael Aquino on the same show as Ted Gunderson. Michael Aquino funded Unit 306 on psychological warfare on behalf of the CIA. Worldwide psychological warfare on behalf of the CIA. Michael Aquino, Operation I cannot read that. Glacio. CIA operates had a glove with Belgium. Those chose Belgium because there is a building called Baal, which is interesting. That was talking about that. It says what happened with Brussels thing. I don't know if that had anything to do with that. The called sacrifices because there's a building there called Baal, and I don't know if it's anywhere near that whatever false flag or whatever the hell it was. So the CIA operates hand in glove with Belgium. Those chose Belgium because there was a building there called Baal, which is one of the deity of ritual child sacrifice. Mark Gruto, Belgian pedophile network exposed near a military base. Each county has a small blonde girl ritually sacrificed to Anubis, representing the sun. West Memphis, 3 appeared dead in what neighbors in West River. Ritual child sacrifice arrested 3 young people dressed as goths. Wayne Edwards killed more than 600 people in U.S. He is employed by Child Sacrifice Network in U.S.-controlled ritual. Died. I think he said he died. Murders began killings in the Black Dahlia case. 6,000 children sacrificed. Wayne Edwards killed more than 600 people in the U.S. He is employed by Child Sacrifice Network. He was employed by Child Sacrifice Network in U.S. Committed ritual child dual murders. Began killings in the Black Dahlia case. 600 children sacrificed in the U.S. Elizabeth Short died in the 1940s. San Francisco participated in Zodiac deaths involved in JonBenet Ramsey case, along with CIA contacted High Priest father of JonBenet, worked for military-industrial complex. Whistleblower exposing into the ritual sexual abuse children designated MK Delta because fathers had contact with secret programs. And the children were targeted because the fathers had contact with the secret programs. MK Delta program, human animal and infant sacrifice, marked on calendars. Sacrifice in Notre Dame Cathedral, underground bases in Jerusalem, Mozambique, in Scotland, underneath the Houses of Parliament in UK, Chateau d'America, Canagua in Belgium, NATO informant published by Fritz Springmeier. Guest host for ritual sacrifice included Henry Kissinger. Fritz Springmeier's got a lot of good stuff, so he's got a lot of good stuff about that. Castle in Irish Wide Shut is Chateau d'America. Chateau d'America. I'm not sure how to say that. Antoine Scalia wrote, children had divorced parents for ritual. Antoine Scalia wrote, children had denounced parents for ritual sexual abuse. Care of Udo Difference, judge taken and accused of ritually abusing his own children. Ritual child sacrifice is not only of our civilization, but many ancient civilizations system installed. There's a Babylonian system, underground trains, special carriages with children in them, border of Mexico into U.S. U.S.-Mexican border, 400 frozen infant sacrifice corpses taken to labs for DNA experiments. Interview with Dandia Ayakoa, E.T. children disappear at Dulce base that has different extraterrestrial civilizations. As part of an investigation by Bush and Clinton. Yeah, this is Juan Camp. He's a reporter, so this is his segment. He's talking about. That's what I've been talking about. This was his segment. He got a lot of interesting information from from the News Inside Out. So these are the notes I took from him. As part of an investigation by Juan, Bush and Clinton family bloodlines are interrelated. 2016 presidential campaign, two leading candidates, Hillary and Trump, are distantly related. Enterprise of Donald Trump, associated with Jeffrey Epstein, who runs pedophile rings. Pedophile Summer said Prince Adu was at pedophile events, as well as Bill Clinton and Stephen Hawking. Bill Gates' administrator caught with child pornography on his computer. One found Jeffrey Epstein's little black book containing Trump and Trump's organization info. Trump-based trauma-based mind control. Trump organization info, trauma-based mind control program. Victims are programmed to commit suicide so they will not be a whistleblower to their experience. Gabriela Rico Hernandez Monterey claimed Elizabeth II has eaten human flesh. Cell phone knows all about it. Carlos Deer, not sure what that was. Three of Gabriela's friends that knew this were murdered in 2001. Mexico victims appear skinned so flesh is used for food. 2016 race is very important. Two leading I cannot read that word. Two leading members of pedophilia network, Clinton and Trump. Pedophilia parties under George W. and George H.W. Participants in Area 51 human sacrifice, Hillary and Bill Clinton, have participated in ritual sacrifice and drinking of human and eating blood and eating of human flesh. Donald Trump Resorts International, Atlantic City casinos, resorts International, controlled by Rothschild, Rockefeller, and CIA. Israel and Mossad casinos and Trump Tower, propelled to be a TV personality. CIA, Israel, Mossad, and pedophilia complex are leading contenders in the 2016 race and are part of it. They should be in prison, forced to be alive. Oh, that's what we wrote. They should be in prison, forced to be in a live televised game of Saw. Anthony Scalia was sacrificed. Went to pedophile ranch with secret society throat slit by a 13-year-old male who he was supposed to have sexual relations. Scalia was sacrificed by a cult pedophile network. the day he died was an occult holiday may or may not be true. So many stories perpetrated so to confuse and mislead. You know, that guy, that judge that died, I don't know, I guess, maybe that's, I have no idea if that's true or not, I don't know. It's possible, it's ridiculous. People just need to expose truth and just tell truth. That's what we're doing, that's what we're trying to do, and we're telling it the best we can with the notes that we have and the context that we have. But we know for sure that we cannot trust the mainstream media because they're full of shit and they're run by rich pigs. Young victims are not only ritually abused but are programmed to kill. Skin used to create shoes in rituals, in church ritual sacrifice. They wear shoes with pentagrams on them, human leather. In UK, selling made of human skin, items made of human skin. That's sick, very sick. Ritual sacrifice to harness pure life force and energy of children. Sodomy propagated by Aleister Crowley to activate the pineal gland, at the base of the spine. End goal to create trauma-based mind control slave, to create the New World Order army. They do it for power and control. They worship death and fear death. Attempt to cheat death by taking energy of victims through blood drinking and child sacrifice. Manipulation of pineal gland through sucking the heart manual manipulation of pineal gland through sodomy. They want to control their kundalini so the victim is blocked from spiritual pathway of freedom of consciousness. And I do believe that this can also be memories or repressed memories can be brought back when you reincarnate if you were victimized in the past life, so it can carry on. Because one of the master claims that feels that this had happened to her in a past life. And it would actually bleed through when you try to meditate and you find out about your past lives, and then if you dig that up, it's caused a whole load of problems. They're doing this to corrupt people. It's a bad program. That the programming is bullshit, and it needs to stop. Because I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep calling it out and talking about it because it needs to be talked about until it stops. No child should ever be subject to any of this. It should never happen. And all that are doing it need to be rounded up and brought to justice in the cosmic court of law. Because the Supreme Court is a bunch of bullshit. They ain't going to charge nobody because they're part of it. It's not just at all. We want true justice. We're calling on all the benevolent ET races out there for true justice to help us out. And we're doing it ourselves, doing what we can to expose it. Because that's what's important. That's what needs to be done. We want Earth to be a good place and positive experiences for everyone that visits. And don't tell me, oh, that's reality. That's bullshit. Because nobody should have to endure these horrific rituals. That's not reality. That's criminal. And reality is justice. And people need to stand up and demand justice. And we're going to talk about it. It's really disturbing, I understand. I understand it's very disturbing. But it's important we talk about it. And talk about it because we speak the universe into existence. Universe. Spoken into existence. We will speak the justice into existence. Because they will be brought to justice. I guarantee. And it's us who are going to bring them there. And they will be found out. And they will be sent away, sent somewhere, just destroyed, recycled as meat product or whatever. But they will have their day. They will not get away with this. Okay, I think we'll stop right there, and we'll continue picking it up next week. Charmella's going to close off with a poem. Here we go. It's called The Order of the Heart. The wrath of the chalice has fallen upon you. The days of you harming Yahuwah's children are now through. You're done. You're finished. We're not playing your game. We're not sitting around for more of the same. The time has come for us to name names. We have risen above every moment of pain. And this time we will not be labeled insane, because the order of the heart is bringing order to the brain. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.